It's me, Gabagoo Life, welcome. It's me, Gabagoo Life, welcome. It's me, Gabagoo Life, welcome. It's me, Gabagoo Life, welcome.
That's my opinion!
Is not in the wrong. Yeah, you can have conflict with someone, but you should still maintain creative integrity. That's how I feel. After we all started to open back up after the pandemic, I had this idea about a variety, sex positive, inclusive, burlesque, freak show sort of vibe called the Ho Carnival. I asked Phoenix Knight to co-host with me, and we created beautiful magic. You know, the sad part about all of this is losing friends in this conflict, and losing friends to the point where people will harass them, will corner them, yell at them, why are you friends with Gaba, will message them incredibly rude rumors about someone to try to character assassinate them, all because you're bitter and mad about me having a voice, me wanting to regain my brand, me trying to do what is right. Towards the 1 year of Ho Carnival, which, let me just say, our audience was packed. Thank you all so much for continuing to support the brands and things that we produce. It's so fun to get out there and perform and to have your love and support. So thank you so much for investing in me. I love you. Oh my gosh. But the drama between the performers that month was I was not empathetic enough to someone who was having a mental breakdown. And really, I was trying to produce a show. I was trying to get someone to turn in their stuff. They weren't doing it, so I just cut them from the show besides having a conversation with them. Look, if I say that I needed stuff at a certain time and you didn't give it to me, I just move on with my life. Now, when I work with people, I let them know if you don't turn things in, guess what? I'm just gonna assume that you're not showing up and I'm gonna cut you from the show. It's very simple. To be in a show, you must turn in what's needed, you must promote, and you must show up. That's it. And if you can't do those things, then there's other variables that maybe need your attention. And I am not here to dismiss or to try to understand somebody else's mental needs. I'm trying to produce a show. And I get that. Maybe I could have been more empathetic. But this individual was having a moment and they didn't turn in what was needed, so I cut them from the show. Now here comes the drama. The drama of the show was Alexander Strike did not like how I handled it, and rightfully so. I should have handled it in a different manner. Alexander Strike, Ben Havoc, they led this charge where they wanted to pull out from the show. They wanted to stop the show. They wanted to cancel the show because I wasn't empathetic enough to this person's need. Perfect. That's fine. You can absolutely do that. That is your will and testament. Go ahead, do it, cancel yourself. That's fine. Where the drama circles comes back is the fact that Alexander Strike is the drag child of Eddie Broadway. Alexander Strike also, when I had conflict with Phoenix Pride at the main stage because we had cussing, last year or so, Alexander Strike came up to me, yelled at me because our group had cussing, which the rules basically were like, if it's not excessive cussing, it's fine. Alexander Strike was like, we're gonna cut your hour if there's any more cursing because main stage is cuss word free, which I know they just made that up. The bias amongst all of this with Alexander is I watched Alexander from the side stage, which I think there's a video, and the group that came after us, which by the way was a paid act where they are regularly booked in, and their act had a mix that said cunt. Like, I think I counted 8+ times. And I don't care about the word cunt, but I did not see you speak to them. I did not see you try to cut their hour. I did not see you try to pitch a fit. Circling back, Alexander Strike is the drag child of Eddie Broadway. And Eddie Broadway is one of the two people that chooses the entertainment for Phoenix Pride. Eddie Broadway is also dating Christopher V. Lee Onyx, which what's important to the story is to paint the picture of exactly what's happening. Both Christopher and Eddie Broadway are regularly scheduled paid bookings at the Queer Agenda, now called the Queer Kana. They also have helped with their virtual setup when the Queer Agenda was doing virtual performances. They also navigate on a regular basis their online presence through Instagram, their flyers. One of them runs their Phoenix Pride prelim. One of them is regular booked at Kobalt on Thursday nights as a show host. So it's all about money. Just say what it is. It's all about money, who's benefiting, who's not, who wants to admit that they're wrong. I'm not gonna even get into it about these individuals misusing their power, in my opinion, me showing Phoenix Pride evidence, having them ignore it.